Rewatching X-Men before 97, I was originally going to make this a two-parter, but I've been back and forth on the road so much lately I'm behind schedule. So, here's my recap of Season 2. We open on Jean and Scott's wedding, which Wolverine is so pissed about he put on his best Sunday suit just to go kill Scott bots in the danger room. Senator Kelly became president and is trying to do his best to help mutants, but then you have the MAGA crowd, Friends of Humanity, setting the mutants up to look bad. Attacking them in the streets, burning down their bars, setting up fake news stories. Also back from the dead, hi, my name is Morphin, welcome to Jackass, and the first person to get punked is Gambit's down badass who tried to pull the Sleeping Beauty on Rogue, only to end up getting slumped himself. So after they get rid of Ashton Kutcher, I mean Mr. Sinister, Scott and Jean go on their honeymoon and then they get jumped and kidnapped. Again. And I'm starting to see why Wolverine is so pissed off all the time, because Scott, I don't know if it's the writers or you so far, but you can't fight. Also, I ain't been this perplexed by somebody's eyebrows since the first season of Fooly Cooly. Storm gets called home to battle a damn demon, and basically they just had to seal him away. But like an old Negro spiritual, they literally had to go tell it on the mountain for that to work. Meanwhile, now that he's free from mind control, Morph is still being chased by Wolverine across the globe.
Without Xavier, there are no X-Men.
Yeah, based on the trailer for 97, that line aged terribly. After that, Omega Red gets set free, but since he can't seem to get with the times, Colossus and the crew just put his ass right back on ice. All about Wolverine getting yanked back on the block by his old boys who were like, hey man, come hang with the gang, and he basically got to tell him, yo, I ain't about that life no more, I done moved on, I'm with the X-Men now. 6 episodes in and we open on Scott getting the ass whooping he asked for yet again, and then we find out the reason Gambit left this man to die in the danger room is because he got a phone call, and now he's got to go deal with this family ceremony with a swamp witch, and a wedding he walked out on 10 years ago. Also, I don't know how I feel about these botched boomhauer accents they're doing to pretend to be from Louisiana or wherever Cajun country is in this world. And while all this is happening, Charles and Magneto have ended up on some island full of Magneto's bastard Brotherhood children where apparently their powers don't work, but their bodies are returned to their normal state, and I ain't gonna lie. Charles with working legs is kind of a problem for anybody who's not his friend. Back in the States where fake news didn't work, apparently now we have the haters spreading mutant COVID created by Apocalypse. Leading to Bishop and Cable just ping-ponging through time until they find a cure via Wolverine's DNA, another Apocalypse plot is thwarted, and then he just pisses off and flies away again. Next episode we learn about rogues and her demons, and I'm sorry, but the accent, the hat, the cigarettes tucked in the arm sleeve of the shirt fold because he ain't got pockets, her dad just screams intolerant redneck, and he is definitely a part of his town's local chapter of Friends of Humanity. And then we find out Rogue's current power set comes from the fact that she crippled Miss Marvel by touching her too long. And given the current state of the MCU, could we possibly see it again? Although this franchise left Carol way worse off. And moving on from Carol, now we have Carly, who's in love with Beast, and he just cured her eyesight. But of course, also got to race his damn daddy. Beast leaves, Carly gets kidnapped, and somehow he gets blamed for something that happened during the 5 seconds he literally wasn't in the room. It turns out she got kidnapped by the Friends of Humanity, who it turns out has already been infiltrated by Wolverine, who is now doing his best Maury impersonation by letting the entire group know that Sabretooth is their leader's father. And now I gotta ask, did Logan do this because he wanted to end racism, or because he hates that man so much he will even ruin the lives of his children? Continuing the saga of Scott and Jean can't have a peaceful damn day out because now this fat alien wants the X-Men for his TV show, and now I need to look up when this episode came out because who did it first, them or Space Jam? Yeah, at this point in the show, Jean, we know. Meanwhile, Shrek and Donkey are still going on a whirlwind adventure through the swamp. I mean, Charles and Magneto have been captured by Mr. Sinister and are being used to lure the other X-Men there. And at this point in the show, I'm really trying to figure out how Mr. Sinister has anyone following him because dude is like the Blackbeard of this world. One punch and he's down for the count. Like with almost no effort, he gets blown to bits and then his ashes scattered to the wind. Granted, apparently he's still not dead, but that was way too easy for somebody who's supposed to be a problem. And that's basically a wrap on Season 2. Sinister is gone for now. Morph is back with the X-Men. Charles is a cripple again. Everything's right with the world. And Scott, I'm gonna need you to take like some self-defense classes or something in the off-season, cause damn, man. Nah, but jokes aside, I really am enjoying the show. I'm 40% through it. Working my way through Season 3, which I see this and 4 are some long ones. But I'm enjoying the ride. I will keep y'all updated on my progress.